Time for the business news. As you heard, my name is Betty Kiptum. Kenya's economy is projected to expand 4.9% this year, fueled by a resilient services sector and favorable weather that will power the agriculture sector. This is according to the Institute of Public Finance CEO James Muraguri, who, however, says politics, credit access to the private sector and intensity of rains are the likely key risks to economic expansion.
The National Treasury has projected the economy to expand 5.3% this year. However, the Institute of Public Finance is predicting a slower growth rate of 4.9%, and this is why.
Towards the end of 2024, many regions did not receive adequate rainfall. So if we fail to harvest adequately, this will feed into 2025, where food prices are likely to start shooting. We expect that the economy will have a stagnation or even a slowdown, despite us experiencing a decline in inflation.
We still can't find what would have fundamentally changed to allow for 5.3 growth. It's a very ambitious target with very ambitious tax correction targets.
One could also argue there are some sectors where people are realizing good growth, like the financial sector. Look at the banking sector, it's doing well. Look at the agricultural sector. We had a bumper harvest last year, and also some areas where you could say there is positivity.
He is concerned about lower credit to the private sector in recent months as banks remain resistant to reduce lending rates despite a drop in the benchmark lending rate and lower disposable income in households.
Need for much more to be done from a monetary policy perspective, and especially with regards, for example, to cash reserve ratio by central bank. While that could be the last resort that the central bank has, we need to start easing off from 4.3% to something close to 2.5%, with provision that the resources available, the banks could be directed and guided and working within their risk profiles.
The rate of inflation has remained lower over the last 1 year, and Muraguri says it is a signal for subdued demand that could be stimulated through government incentives to both households and businesses.
We should be exploring other options. And if we can refer to our notes, what did we do during the COVID period? We can have fiscal stimulus, that is targeting our private sector.
He is calling for implementation of reforms that will widen the tax base.